What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another umamusume video. In this video, we are going to be training Hishi Akebono for, I don't know if it's for the upcoming CM or just hoping that I get a decent parent out of her. But yes, I was just looking through my umas saying, who else can I train for short distance? And I saw Hishi Akebono and I was like, it's definitely been forever since I've trained her. Here's short distance. I don't know, maybe I can get a decent parent. I don't know. Pretty much all I've been hoping for my run so far is, can I just at least improve every time I finish a run? That's the very least I ask for, but I don't know. I don't know how this next CM is gonna go. It's gonna be quite interesting. For the setup, we're just gonna stick with the same setup as yesterday. We're gonna go 2-speed, Hamadai, Duramente, Taishin, Wise card, Reason. Because I don't have a Wise card pretty much. Pretty much don't have another Wise card pretty much for short distance or a max limit broken one for Wise. And then Haru Guts card, borrowing Tucker Bryan friend card, and using Tamamo Power. So that is the setup. Let's double up our points. And before we do jump into the run and into the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, the link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. Let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the circle request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let us get this Hishi Akebono training started. This is, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be quite interesting. If we can get 1500 like guts like last time without having 2 guts cards, I think I could take that, as long as the speed training RNG does well. That way we can have a better chance at getting a better training out of it. So what I'm hoping for the first like 2 weeks at most, I guess, is to hopefully maybe get some decent short distance umas as parents. Yes, as parents. And then hopefully by the, I guess, the last 2 weeks, week and a half left remaining for CM prep, hopefully by that time I can get the umas I'll use. If not, then whatever umas I trained is whatever umas I'll bring. Simple as that. Simple as that. I don't know why 2 years in a row they did this to us, where they made us, not 2 years in a row. Because they did do this to us one time already, where they made us go back to Great Food Festival to train short distance. Was not happy about that. Definitely was not happy about that. So this is the second time they're making us do a distance that hasn't really been the main focal distance of the scenario. I hate it. And it's on the last month of the scenario. And it's on the last month. Oh well. It is what it is. Then it's what? League of Heroes, Mild Distance, Dirt? Well, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different ordeal. Dirt. Trying to think, would I be? I think I'd be better. I think, because it's Mild Distance. The dirt doesn't necessarily bother me too much. Especially being on a Mild Distance, because there's still a lot of options from the turf umas. Aside from dirt umas. Dirt umas, I just don't know who I'd use. Because every time I've used dirt umas, they or trained or used dirt umas in League of Heroes or CMs, they don't necessarily train well or do well. Unfortunately. Well, that's probably because I most likely didn't train them well, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Although I can't remember off the top of my head. Who would I use who does turf, who mainly does turf races, but can do dirt? Besides Cap, of course. There's Marozensky, I believe she can. Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. But there's a decent amount. There's a decent amount. Short distance, I took a look at who else I could bring. There's I want to say interesting decisions I could make. And then there are some options that I would probably be expected by me if I were to not use a actual short distance Uma. But I'm not too sure what to do yet. If I'll stick to Umas that actually do short distance, or mix it up a bit. I could mix it up a bit. I could technically do mild distance races, I just don't trust it. I'll have it as a thought, but I don't know, I don't trust it. I'll see how I do here in the juvenile Philus. Maybe. I will just do it till there, and then we'll see about it later. But I guess we can start going over the comments. The first comment we'll be going over is going to be from Nova, or comments. And the first one says, October, interesting? Nah, fam, November is. Both Stellasora and Star Savior, sequel to Countersight, are coming out. I'm going to have to check them out ASAP. 21st Gacha is almost here, and I can't wait. 21st Gacha. Next you know, you're going to be like, 31st Gacha. Imagine. At least within the next 2 years, maybe. At the very least. Could be less if you just randomly start playing some that you didn't expect to play. I could do that. I was gonna. I think I had already pre-registered for it before they said they weren't gonna do the gacha system anymore. Do it, nice Night Abyss. I believe that's coming out. It's October now, right? Yeah, this month, I think. Not too sure, but I think. I know I could just rest. I'm gonna just rest. I don't know. I think I'll just check out how that game's gonna be, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what happens if I choose the bottom option. Oh, it's just that one. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If I had a negative status, then I would have. Still got to do that, huh? I would watch those Silent Hill videos, but I'm like so burnt out from the wedding that I'm still sleeping quite a bit today. I did 2 hours just dancing in my suit. It's fine. They're still gonna be there. They ain't going nowhere. And you can't catch me dancing for 2 hours. No. Not my thing. Easily not my thing. Well, not. Nope. Actually, I think this would probably be more beneficial because then at least Haru would get her bond up higher faster. Okay, we are getting a lot of speed training, which is good. I shouldn't complain about it or question it because, oh well, I was gonna do the training. I was gonna do the race, not the training, I mean. Because but that's such a good amount. Yeah, I think I will just still do the training. Fine. It's fine. Halloween just means anything goes for CG, huh? Possibly. Also, I'm not even sure if popularity has any influence for them. I think that 3-star Umas take priority for all turbo is a 1-star, so I think there's less consideration there. Newer Umas, I guess Vivlos is newer-ish. I think a good amount of newer Umas have gotten, or like Umas when they get released, they have gotten their alts before a lot of other characters. The reason why I'm surprised about Turbo is because, well, yes, she was a 1-star, but you think she get her 3-star faster because she started off as a 1-star. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. The worst year, in my opinion, for Halloween design is the year for Airstriker and Chris Simboli. Those two costumes did not vibe with me at all. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Then again, we don't know how they choose, or yeah, how they choose their Umas for these events. Or yeah, for these events. Alts, called costumes and all that, so we won't know. We won't know. I won't do a dare, of course, but Eugen, being the gullible sucker that he is, would do it. I'm honest, of course. At least there's that. Right? Right? At least there's that. At least you're honest. This is why. And this is why you're a troll. Because you won't do it yourself. You would rather I don't know, trigger it somehow. And get your satisfaction from somebody else doing it or something. That's how I seen it, at least. Where is Haru? She is close, but I probably would have to do that. Okay, why don't we instead do this? See about this. 3, perfect. Then we gotta go do a race. Because we are running out of time on that. Let me see the races already. And perfect. There is a short distance one. Actually, let me go check the races for the rest of the year as well. I don't know if we'll end up doing that. Honestly, I feel like we can still do these races. I don't think we'll have a harder time. Yeah, so the Kinen's still locked. Okay. And this if I decide to do it. Okay, I guess we'll wait till we get a little bit more fans. Was I supposed to do a race? I believe so. I did see I had a 3, but I believe in the countdown this was my last day to do a race, so here we are doing the race. Shushu should set an alarm for Uma. I think it'll do you more justice in the long term whenever you forget to do LOH or CM stuff. It's only happened twice. You're making it sound like I did it multiple times. Like 5, close to 10. I only done it twice. And it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm okay. We'll start worrying when it happens more consistently. There's been a wide gap between this time and the last time. I guess we'll just chill here on it. Or I guess. If Zenless takes 6 to 7 hours, then I don't know, man. I might as well do the real Zenless that, or the real sleeping that Eugen preaches. Well, he does. At least from what it sounds like when he gets home. If he's not doing anything, he's just sleeping. Because literally, all he says is, got home, sleep. So I'm just like, all right. That's cool. Somehow Arknights and Zenless is more entertaining for me than the actual Arknights. So you like the tower defense in Zenless more than Arknights itself? Probably because I just brute force Arknights with all 6-star operators to the point where I don't need guides for most stages when I've been aching. I guess Ark Knighting for 6 years now. I think that just became a daily routine. I think that's what you meant by AKing. Another 3. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know. I do enjoy tower defense games. It's just I don't know what happened with Arknights. Whatever happened, happened. Whatever happened, happened. I don't think I had a falling out with the game. I just stopped playing it. I even tried playing it a second time. It didn't work out either. That one was definitely within the same week I started. Definitely. We have 1200 in speed, but there have been times where I've gotten 1200 in speed early. And the training for speed still didn't do as well as I thought it would. Over here, we can actually just do just do the Yasuda Kinen. To get races out of the way. And then we'll just rest. Yeah, we'll just definitely rest. Or we can use the third date, because that does recover a lot. Fine. Yeah, that recovers a lot. I'll continue on with Nova's comments. Didn't do a lot of auto Uma training this month, but it is what it is. I had stuff going IRL, and Uma needs to chill. Hey. All good. All good. IRL stuff takes priority. That's all it is. That's all it is. Season 2 was paced perfect, but Season 3 was just a mess. They didn't even know Dia's Lark's attempt and do her justice. Or they didn't even show. That's what I'm saying. They could have easily done Season 3 into 2 cores. That's what I was saying. I'm kind of fuming now that I think about it. OP could have easily cut out Sound of Earth and the others who had less than 5 minutes screen time. True? True? If you want to, but I agree. Like I said when I was talking about Season 3, there was a lot of races they skipped over, whether if it was Kita, Dia, and a lot of the other characters, they didn't really get much screen time as well. Even though they're supposed to be like the featured characters in a way. At least that's how I think about it. Like, yeah, they had time, but it's not like we had that much time to, I guess, get more invested in their background or story. Could just be me. It could just be me. But yeah, they definitely could have expanded more on Daya's side of her story. Could have went more. They could have went more in depth with Kita's because she definitely had way more races than the ones they showed. Some, if not like, I did realize one of the races was that like in the end credits, and I'm fairly certain they mentioned or showed the other races somewhere. Guess I'll just pick the top option. I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do I hate season 3? Definitely not. Do I have things to say about it? I just said it. I just said it. Other than that, I still enjoyed it. I just my only complaint is it could have been better if they just spent more time telling the story than rushing the story. Pretty much. Marvelous is also on a double banner, so I would say just pick her up with the Annie Uma selector for easy $30. No brainer, really. Yep. The day Nova pulls on a double banner has yet to arrive. Has yet to arrive. Definitely has to be 2 characters he cares about. Homeless be scary, man. I would be walking down a crowded street and then some homeless guy just appears out of nowhere and starts saying crazy things and yelling and pushing people. Hey, saying crazy things, I'm gonna be honest, is it's kind of a normal thing. Yelling and pushing people, that's another level. That's another level there. I don't know about that. Trip to San Francisco is an hour from San Jose, but the traffic going in and out of San Francisco, man, that's insane. It's at San Francisco. I can't imagine this kind of traffic in Minnesota. Our weather does keep half the population away and the mile. Unless they like that weather. Don't know her name, but Tentacle Chick plus Tofu, yeah. The Tentacle Chick might be more interesting, to be honest. Well, either way. Well, either way, if I do want to use... Can I do any races today? And... Should I just do guts? Should probably just do the race. Yeah, I'll just do the race. I don't know if I'll be able to pull for Jafufu because she gets released with Yidhara. I think that's her name. I think. Could be wrong. Could be close. Definitely higher possibility of being wrong. But regardless, she gets released with Fufu, or at least Fufu gets a rerun with her, and I'm kind of just like, well, that sucks. Well, that sucks. But we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. I won't be swayed by old designs because what matters is the here and now Shushu. Even with the here and now, you are still the same. So it don't matter. It don't matter. I guess they just want to make the new short mile scenario still relevant. If we have to come back to the island scenario in December, then that probably won't fit the narrative that we should be on the newest scenario for 4 months. Come back to the island scenario in December, which would be the 2-month mark. But still, they're still making us do short distance when we're mainly focused on medium, long distance. Although I'll give it to them if that's their way of trying to make sure that we didn't forget about short and mile. I'll give it to them if that's their way of basically saying that. Is Evelyn hard? If you don't get her rotation correct, then you most likely aren't doing as much damage as you probably should be doing. In the beginning of when Yi Xuan got released, they kind of compared how to play Yi Xuan to how Evelyn plays in a way. At least from my understanding, from what they said. Or from what I understood. They were thinking Yi Xuan was hard to use also, but then later on changed their minds. I was like, and then Evelyn's still there. I was like, oh, what about her? She should still be good. I don't know, there's just some characters where they're kind of just like using specific way I meant to say. But I don't know. Maybe I just think Wu is way harder than Zenless can come up with, than anything Zenless can come up with. Content-wise, definitely Wua has been harder. But I feel like if you give, like I've been saying, if you give Zenless the harder content and the fact they don't have healers, unlike Wua, you can possibly just die in one hit Zenless if they make their new content hard. But if they make it too hard, then they're just gonna get lots of complaints for a while or forever, because all they do is get complaints. Wua, even with a healer, still get killed in one hit. So it is what it is. But whereas ZS, I'll say ZSS, that's totally different. Zenless mechanics can be annoying to deal with. Wua has some hardcore content. And yeah, I'm not touching those holograms if it wasn't for the rocks. True. True. Zenless mechanics? They've been alright. I don't think I've been bothered or couldn't understand any of the mechanics. Most, if not all, the characters that I have. I mean, I did pretty much just use every character I had, so I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say that Do It Night Abyss is no longer a gacha, but I will still try it. Okay, it's funny because I did just mention that earlier. I won't consider that a gacha game though, so it will not be part of my gacha resume. Well, I guess if you're not considering it, then I guess I can't consider it either. Plus, that's kind of true. Can you really consider a game to be a gacha game if they don't have a gacha system? right? And that is pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. Next comments are going to be from Eugen. First one says... Oh. Oh, interesting. Nova commented early. Me eat lunch. Well, you go eat lunch. And then everyone thinks it's Halloween, but it's carnival themed for the new costume. But technically you can use carnival theme or costumes for Halloween. Clown costumes. Clowns are part of a carnival. I wouldn't doubt it. It's still Halloween, regardless. Oh, pulled for monthly guarantee. Use old 2-star ticket, then got Capano 1 out of 4, and then 3-star got Cheval Grand. So dupe. Kind of curious. Maybe we'll go see what I get after the video or after the training. What I meant to say. I could do a raise. Don't really like the training. Don't like the ticket training. So worried about my energy, but oh well. Okay, I was about to use my 3-star selector to get sports boxing, but then saw the guaranteed paid banner. So I decided to pull my Ponzu, and on the 10 pull, there was a lot of normal boxings, and then thinking it's sport boxing, but in the end, it showed Saber, so I guess I'm good. It's not a dupe, so gamble was fine. Was still tempted to use the guarantee, but the year it was released was like 2023, so it might be released on dailies, and I think it's much to get Carlson Live, but yeah, still keeping it. Well, you use it whenever you feel like you should use it then. Of course, I can get the Valentine's Machan, but oh well, can use that much, parent. I'll keep it for Love's Only You, so maybe I'll decide after the next Uma poll. Like I said, you do you. You do you. I think I'll go speed. Other than that, thank you, Eugen, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. 23, please work. Okay. I need a rest. No matter what. No matter what? No matter what. Yeah, I should probably rest just in case I got another training like that. Dang. Yeah, that will help with speed, power. Next comment is gonna be from Rick. If I'm not mistaken, from Group B, I got 1,500 gems and 2 pink tickets of Umas and cards. One place below or above give plus 300 gems and plus minus 1 pink ticket of Uma and cards. Then that means the 1,500 one would make sense based off the 2 times I claim my gifts. So I'll just, based off what you said, I'm gonna just assume I got 2nd place then. So cool, I guess. I guess. Is it just a 300 difference? I swear 3rd place was in the triple digits because of, and not 1,200, but I don't know. I don't know. Either way, from what you said, it matches more with what I've received, so I'll just go with that. Thank you, Rick, for the comment. Appreciate it, as always. Next comments are going to be from Kazuki. I just wasted my 14 carats over the Scammed your banner, hoping to get Calston Light or Durandal, but instead got Wedding Halo and Wedding Kern. But yeah, I'll take King Halo since she's one of my favorite Umas. Damn, trying to get one short distance duo, but instead got a different short distance duo. Dang. And yeah, I think I'm all set since I'm not lacking anymore in all the distance types and dirt Umas. Gonna settle this roster and focus on getting cards. And gonna suffer for a long time. Broke free-to-play player. By the way, just completed all of the past Masters Challenge with Wedding Halo versus Durandal. Versus Durandal? I'm gonna assume one of them had Durandal as the thing. So you beat that one. That's good. That's good. Didn't expect Half Annie and Global to be that too fast. Only 4 months it takes. Global is cooking right now. Well, they are accelerating, so I guess it makes sense. I didn't think they'd just stick to the actual release schedule that JP had, but just accelerate it. So that's why their Half Annie is 2 months early. It is what it is. But thank you, Kazuki, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comments are going to be from Rashawn. First one says, Calstone Light is so funny in the story. Unfortunately, I can't read the story. So hopefully next scenario is fun and or easy like this one. Well, if it's short mile distance, I don't know. And if what Kazuki said is true, it being focused on dirt, I don't know. Once again. But they only have one scenario where it's nice and simple like this one. This was probably the simplest, easiest one they've released in a while. So we might be in for a more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. We might be looking for maybe a little bit more complicated one. Maybe. But we'll see. We'll see in like 3 weeks. We'll see in like 3 weeks. But with that being said, thank you, Rashawn, Kazuki, Eugen, Rick, and Nova for all the comments. Appreciate it as always for the comments and continuing support. I'm gonna go check to make sure I didn't miss any comments. And it doesn't look like I left any, so I think we are good. So let's just finish up this training, see how we do, and wow, power caught up that well, huh? I'll just focus on speed just so I can get it closer to 1800. Funny enough, this might probably be my best short distance Uma trained. If she can beat a UB3, which would be my Sakura Bakushino, but even I don't think that Sakura Bakushino is good enough. My issue is that I don't have enough skills to give the short distance Umas, because a majority of the skills have been like medium distance, long distance because of the scenario, or can't even say some of my cards because some of them don't even have any distance or things. So I basically have a dead card in the Taishin card because I can't get anything out of it. Everything else, well, Haru's technically a dead card as well because I don't get anything out of it besides the stats. So yeah, I say dead card, but that's only because I'm not getting any skills out of it. So it is, but it isn't type of deal. It is, but it isn't type of deal. Oh, see, I already instinctively clicked on that because we're still in this in Designer Island. But I might have to end up picking out off position, off distance skills if I don't have enough, so it is what it is. But seems okay. I mean, there's definitely gonna be some skills that I need to grab. Unless... Okay, what else can I grab? Honestly, probably... Probably not much. The last would have to just go towards... whatever. I'll just... those two, I guess. I will say this is probably on the better... I'm gonna actually do this, hoping that this will be probably most likely one of my better parents for short distance, at the very least. UB... just UB. I don't know how good my Sakura Bakushino was. Although, for a short distance parent, it is on the better end. At least if I were to compare it to the other short distance parents, it is in the better end, so I'll take it. I'll take it. This just means I need to really go do more trainings off camera, but that's fine. Ended off with 1825 speed, 1351 stamina, 1703 power, 1475 guts, and 1223 on wise, with 2S aptitudes on turf and short distance. That is definitely the best Hishi Akebono I've trained because I haven't trained her in a long time, as you can see from the second and third place being a UG and a double S plus. Definitely been a long time. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing with your training for the CM prep for short distance. And if there's anything else you guys want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description as well. If you guys, there's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.